Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to welcome you here at First Baptist tonight. It's also an honor to introduce to you our music minister at First Baptist Church and also our director for this evening, Mr. Jamie Killion.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Merry Christmas. Oh, now, we can do better now, can't we? Merry Christmas. Are y'all in the Christmas mood tonight? We're going to take care of a few preliminaries tonight. Let me take care of the first thing first. Y'all recognize that you're in a Baptist church. How many of you realize you're in a Baptist church tonight? All right, one good thing that Baptists do is we take offerings. Did y'all know that? The good news about this offering is that it doesn't go to First Baptist Church. In fact, it doesn't go towards any of the expenses for the musical that we're presenting tonight. What this offering will go for is the ministry of the Resurrection House, which is a ministry to the homeless right here in Chickasha. Kent and Julie Hibbert run the Resurrection House. They have a marvelous ministry helping put people back on their feet. And we want to be a part of that tonight. Thus far, the first 3 nights, we've raised a little over $2,000 towards the Resurrection House. Isn't that great? My guess is that with this generous group of folks here tonight, we could probably double that. What do you all think? I bet we could do it. So what we're going to have to do is reach into our pockets, gentlemen, and pull out our billfolds, and ladies, reach into your purses and dig down deep, all right? Because we want to give with great enthusiasm. Just think about what you would pay in a secular institution when you go to see a musical or a drama like this. Think about what you might pay to see something like what you're going to see tonight. And that might be a good starting point for what you might want to give tonight. Think about that. Now there's some baskets underneath the pew on one side or the other. And if the person on the end would pick that up and put money in it, then you pass it down and everyone does so like manner. You'll be a great blessing to a bunch of wonderful people. And I want to introduce to you, this is Mona Greenfield. Mona, would you stand so we can say hello to you? Thanks. You will be delighted tonight when you see the work that she has done. Also, Garland and Dana Terry up there in the balcony, they are in charge of our lighting tonight, and each year they do such a marvelous job. Would you all stand so we can say hello to you all as well? Next to them in the balcony is Greg and Ryan Stevens. They have also labored so very much to make our sound that's very best tonight so you can hear what's going on. Can we say a welcome to them? Gentlemen, stand up. And then last but not least, Mr. James Eakes is our set designer, and James has done a great job this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Syracuse Family Playhouse is proud to present the last production to our 1905 season, Simply Christmas, featuring the Singing Richmond family and the entire Playhouse company. Here she is, the songbird of Syracuse, America's own Miss Jamie Killion, Miss Eudora Lindstrom.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me three branches, two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me four calling birds, branches, two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me four cutting birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a
Truly enchanting. Join with us now as the Singing Richmond family and the entire Playhouse company welcome Christmas 1905.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Glad tidings we bring to you and your kin. Glad tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
On behalf of my family, my wife Lucille, our children Emma and Nicholas, and the entire company, I'd like to thank you for making our family musical review such a part of this community every weekend. We're going our separate ways for the holidays. In fact, my family and I have an engagement in Philadelphia. But we'll all be back with you next year. And I'd also like to thank all those people behind the scenes, especially our esteemed musical director, Herr Victor Schwab, from the Music Conservatory in Dusseldorf, Germany.
Düsseldorf?
Sorry, Dusseldorf. Who's been in our country 3 years.
2 years?
2 years, sorry. Only 2 years. And as always, thanks to our stage manager, Preston Pollard, and everyone else backstage. Oh, and most of all, we thank God for his continued provisions and for his son, whose birth we are about to celebrate.
Play now!
So thanks again, and we'll see you all in 1906. Goodbye and Merry Christmas to you all.
We've got 1 hour to clear the stage. Everyone, Merry Christmas, and please leave as quickly as you can. Henry! I don't mind you thanking everyone in the entire state of New York, but I wish you'd leave God off the list.
Now, wait a minute, Preston. This was a Christmas production. I mean, in a way, God is the author.
All right. As long as he doesn't start asking for royalties. The box office has been terrible. No! Take those to wardrobe!
Come on, kids, bring the bags up here. Oh, there you are, Preston. There's a man waiting for you at the backstage door. I think he's a messenger.
Thanks, Lucille. And you were wonderful tonight. I just wish you could get your lesser half to stop his preaching.
Sorry, but this is not a man known for changing his behavior.
No kidding. No, take those to wardrobe!
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You're the only one.
Where are you these bags?
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. I put them down anywhere. Listen, your song was a lot better tonight, son, but you've got to work on your projection. All right, now listen, I hope everybody's finished packing because the carriage is coming to take us to the train station in about 15 minutes.
A carriage? Oh, Father, you're so 19th century. Everybody takes taxis now.
No. Henry Ford and J.D. Rockefeller had taxis. But if you prefer, we could walk to Philadelphia. Hey, Nick, why don't you give me some help with these bags, okay?
Okay. Emma, a taxi? Didn't we have this conversation on Thanksgiving? And, well, that was 5 days ago.
I know, Mother. I just get tired of walking everywhere we go. It's so dusty.
Now, you know it can be very difficult here for us financially, but why should that be any different for us than the rest of the country? Every time someone invents a new machine, one more person lays off half its workers, and then suddenly, nobody has the time or the money for music lessons.
I know.
It's funny. Times get tough and everyone stops singing. You'd think that's when they need it the most.
All right. Bags are ready. Lucille, have you got the train tickets?
Oh, right here.
All right. Let's see now. Are we forgetting anything?
Oh, just saying farewell to us. Goodbye, darlings. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen, Liebstens. You also, Hans.
It's Henry, Victor.
Yes, well, I wish you well in your little recital of whatever it is you're doing down in Pennsylvania. Eudora, the lamplighter and I, the talented members of the company, are off to Chicago to rehearse Die Walküre with the City Opera there. Richard Wagner. Ah, there is music, there is art, there is us.
Oh, you little cherubs. Oh, Nicholas, I do wish you would smile more on stage. Someone might actually think you don't like performing.
I don't.
You don't?
Oh, and by the way, the bird you had is wrong. Partridge is in rare bread. No, boy.
You'll have to excuse Nicholas. He spends a lot of time reading about animals. Sometimes I think he'd rather be in the zoo than on stage.
This stage is off to the zoo. Farewell, come Fräulein, come all. And it's Dusseldorf, Hans.
It's Henry, Victor.
Oh, Victor, I simply cannot have Raybird on my head. It doesn't go with my costume.
You know, I am really looking forward to working on our own for a while. mean, 4 tickets to steady work. What a piece of good luck.
Tough luck, Richmond. Seems your engagement in Philly has been canceled.
You can't be serious.
Yes, this telegram was just delivered. Seems their box office is as bad as ours. Maybe Victor could use some more singing Vikings in Chicago. Sorry, kids. Merry Christmas.
Canceled? Just like that? Now, what are we supposed to do now?
I guess we'll just have to stay here for Christmas.
We can't stay here. We've rented our house. The McLaughlins have already moved in. I can smell my corned beef and cabbage cooking before we got to the end of the street.
We can stay with friends.
I know all of our friends are visiting relatives or have relatives visiting them. Well, that's it.
Yes, that's it.
What's it?
Visiting relatives. We'll spend Christmas with your parents.
We'll do what?
We'll go to Ohio.
Boy, I love visiting Grandma and Grandpa's farm. All the animals. Oh, all the dirt and thunder. I love them and all. But I cannot spend Christmas in the country.
No, wait a minute, Lucille. This is out of the question. They're not expecting us.
Oh, your mother wrote us just last week. She's been asking us to spend Christmas with them ever since Nick was born.
Yeah. My mother might be happy to see us, but my father, seeing me is the last thing he'd want for Christmas.
Well, then we'll really surprise him, won't we?
The carriage is here to take you to the train station. Shall I tell them to go on?
No, Preston, we need to catch that train. We'll just be going in a different direction. Please send a telegram to Mr. and Mrs. Chester Richmond in Cedar Grove, Ohio at this address. And then tell them we'll arrive the day after tomorrow.
Consider it done.
And tell them Henry and his family are coming home for Christmas.
Now, wait a minute, Lucille.
Oh, Henry. Can't you see a light in the window? Isn't that a face at the door? At the gate they're waiting, just like they've done before. Extra places set at the table, extra presents under the tree. That is where my reservations take me with 4 tickets to Christmas, 4 tickets tonight. All aboard on the Midnight Express. Gonna make some tracks, gonna change my address. And no more letters or postcards, no more calls on the phone. For I'll be there with my teddy bear and 4 tickets for home.
Lucille, this is impossible. I mean, we don't even have the right clothes, and we don't even have the right tickets.
Henry, it's December 1st. Nothing is impossible. Come on, Nicky, are you with me? 4 tickets to Christmas, 4 tickets tonight.
All aboard on the Midnight Express.
What is saying?
Gonna change my address.
Now we've got a Christmas, and no more letters or postcards, no more calls on the phone.
All right, really look different. Especially this old barn.
There they are. Grandma, Grandpa, Nicholas, how in the world did you get here? On the Marine Express. On the what? They got the tickets. Chester, it's all of them. I know, Richmond.
My boy, look at you.
Hi, Grandpa.
Well, you seem all right, Ted. Brother sent a letter that you weren't very happy this fall.
Well, I am now.
Nick, is that the truth? Remember, you and I don't have any secrets.
I remember, Grandpa, and it's the truth. Henry, you've come home for Christmas.
It's wonderful to see you, Mother.
How long has it been anyway? 3, 4?
5. Hello,
Dad.
Merry Christmas, Henry.
This is such a wonderful surprise. I'll just can't surprise.
I wired you 2 days ago. Didn't you get my telegram?
Why, no. Chester, did anybody deliver a telegram?
No telegrams here.
Then, what is this, Dad?
Well, except for that kid in the gap on the bicycle who drove by and stuck that in my pocket when I wasn't looking.
But, it's open.
I didn't have my glasses with me.
Well, that doesn't matter. What's important is that you're home and we'll be spending Christmas together. I just can't believe it.
Excuse me, Mrs. Richard.
Yes, Luke.
The pastor's here to see you and that woman who tries to play the organ.
Well, tell him to come on down to the house. Oh, I want you to meet Henry, our son, and his family, Lucille, Nicholas, and Emma. This is Luke Wilcox. He's been with us about a year and he's the best hired hand we have ever had.
Happy to meet y'all.
Oh, look what you've done. You've got mud all over my gloves.
Sorry, ma'am. Guess it's gonna get a little dirty back in the hot pit. Here, use my handkerchief.
You still have some chickens?
Yep, and a very fat turkey. Betty weighs more than you.
Dad, can I go see the animals? Please.
All right. Now, change your clothes first.
Come on, partner. You can help me sling the pig slop.
That, Luke, has been such a blessing. We have needed some good help around the farm for some time now.
You certainly have.
I thought that you had a singing engagement during the holiday.
Well, we did, but it was canceled at the last minute.
Well, that's to be expected. There are not many people more irresponsible than musicians.
Don't start,
Of
Dad.
course, I shouldn't be surprised. You can only make a good living if you produce something that people need every day, and music sure ain't it.
And soybeans are, right?
Well, like I've always said, you can't hit a trombone no matter how wide you open your mouth.
Down to the side thing.
Good everyone, and happy holidays. I'm sorry, Mrs. Richmond, I didn't know you had company. We can come back another time.
That's okay, Pastor. It's family. Come on in. Oh, Henry, this is Franklin Doyle, our new pastor. And you remember Cornelia Washburn, our old organist.
The new pastor, then Reverend Schuster retired?
Last year, but he's still on the front pew every Sunday. He left some mighty big shoes to fill.
That church is very special to me. It's where I was baptized, where I met the Lord. In fact, Lucille and I were married there.
It's still special. And I'm just trying to be a good custodian of his heritage.
This is Henry, our son. He and his family are going to be visiting us for the holidays.
Your son,
Yes,
Henry?
we're so excited.
Your son, the singer,
Yes.
music teacher?
Yes.
Here for Christmas?
Yes.
Why, you're an answered prayer.
I am?
Yes?
Well, Cornelia and I were just going home to recruit people to sing in our choir.
Our church doesn't have a choir.
I know, but it does now. And we're about ready to start rehearsing our first Christmas program.
Our church doesn't do a Christmas program.
I know, but we do now. Henry, would you consider directing our program for us?
Director for... Pastor, I'm sorry, but I couldn't.
Now, son, the Lord has a purpose for those abilities He's bestowed upon us, whether we plant His harvest or march in His armies. And if we feel that hand of conviction, we can't turn away. Do you feel that hand?
All right, I'll help.
Praise God, this is wonderful. Rehearsals start tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
I can't tell you where yet. We still need a place to rehearse.
Well, can't you rehearse in the church?
Well, we'll perform in the church, but we have activities church modernization and expansion program, we still meet in a large wooden room lit by kerosene lanterns.
Electricity is unscriptural. All of us agreed, 8-0, majority rule.
Well, why can't you just rehearse right here?
In a barn?
Well, why not? It's empty for most of the winter. We can just bring the piano from the house and the old concert.
Take a minute. I don't think I want any singing and playing going on in my barn.
Let's vote. Everyone in favor? Ayes have it. Majority rules. We'll start tomorrow morning here at 9 a.m. And don't look so worried, son. Cornelia here will give you lots of help. Wait until you see what this woman does to 88 keys. Well, goodbye, everyone.
Well, congratulations on getting your way again, Henry.
Now, wait a minute, Dad. None of this was my idea.
No, the music was, leaving was, going to a college in another state was.
Chester, it's Christmas. Aren't you glad he's come home?
He'll never come home. Excuse me, I've got chores to do.
Henry, try to understand your father. He took over the farm from his father, and he was hoping that you would do the same. And he misses you, that's all. He misses you. I'm going to go on up to the house and make up the extra beds. Y'all come on up. We'll be there in that long. Henry,
Well, we need to give him some time.
He's had 20 years.
Well, so have you.
I don't know, Lucille. Maybe he's right. You know, I am a failure. I can barely support us. Even when I do get a break, it's canceled. Let everybody do. My father, you. You guys didn't make the wrong choice.
You were always so sure your decision to go into music was how you'd serve God with your life.
Yeah, I was sure. Once. Probably let him down too.
You haven't let anyone down, Henry. Least of all me, or God. You made the right choice. You listen to your heart. You heard a different song. A deeper, truer voice that said you had a choice to bend to the wind or be strong. So you chose a distant road, and you left behind your fears. For when your mind goes to God, and you listen, His voice is what you'll hear.
Seems like it's been a long time since I've heard that voice. There's just too much noise now.
Or too much silence.
Silence is the one thing I don't think I can fight.
Well, that's a choice too, Henry. And some roads are always steep, but worthy of the climb.
Lucille, it's not that I haven't tried, and you know that.
Journeys demand patience. Patience begs for time.
I've had time. What I need is a chance to show what my life has meant and what deeper, truer voice that said I have a choice to follow my dreams all along.
Now it's time to join
Turn for home. And trust my heart to God and to listen. His voice is all you hear.
Just trust your heart to God and then listen.
All right, everybody, come in quickly and take your places in the loft, under the loft, anywhere you'll fit. That's right. We'll begin rehearsing in 5 minutes. Luke, what are you doing?
Oh, well, the piano took a few bumps when I brought it down the hill from the house, so I figured I better tune it.
With a wrench?
Well, sure, I've been dealing with pianos a long time, Mr. Richmond. In fact, I write songs myself. I've got a whole bunch of them in the trunk.
You write songs? When?
Well, between plucking soybeans and slopping hogs. I've got one or two about Christmas. They'd be great in the show. I could go get them if you
No,
want.
that's all right. We have plenty to rehearse today. Cornelia, are you ready? You certainly are. Could you get everyone's attention, please?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for volunteering to sing in our first choir and present our first Christmas program. Christmas is always such a time of birth and new beginnings, and that's certainly true for us. We're so fortunate to have Chester and Eleanor Richmond's son, Henry, with us this Christmas. Henry is a professional musician and has agreed to direct our choir. Let's welcome him.
Thank you, Pastor. I'm honored to be here. I never really worked with a choir before, and what I understand, you've never really sung before, so let's get started right away. Let's open our books to the first song. All right, now, I want you to set the scene here. I want you to envision 12 candles lit on a large Christmas tree. And from that gentle glow of light, we softly hear angelic voices sing. That was very enthusiastic. Let's try it again with a little more restraint. Cornelia?
See,
darn. Victor, Eudora, you all look terrible. What happened?
Well, that box office is everywhere, even in Chicago. Imagine, Wagner canceled. We were on our way back to Syracuse when suddenly the train went kaput right here in front of this little town, Chicken Row.
Cedar Grove.
Yeah, whatever. Bell homes, we go in different directions, but we end up in the same place.
This can't be happening.
More singers to help us with our choir? Why, it's manna from heaven.
No, sir, it's Victor from Düsseldorf.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pastor. This is Victor Schwab, Eudora Lindstrom, and the Lamplighers. I'm sure their train will be prepared in 24 hours, and then they'll be moving on.
Oh, of course we move on. I cannot create art in a barnyard. And these poor peasants, no wonder they all sing like croaking cows. If only they had some professional help like Victor. Oh, I'm sorry. Up good. Thighs front. Shoulders back. Chin out. Nostrils flared. Stomach's in. And category.
That was inspired.
Welcome to Cedar Grove, everyone. So, you're obviously going to need some accommodations for the night. If you want to come up to the house, I'll help you make the arrangements.
Oh, vielen Dank, Fräulein.
This way.
Study that music, peasants. We will go back to work as soon as I return. Auf Wiedersehen, Hans.
Yes, study that music, peasants. I mean, people. Emma, would you put down that myriad brush? I need you to move some blankets out to the wagon. We're going to be using it for some scenery and some costumes, all right?
Oh, all right, but everything is so dusty around here.
And Luke, what are you doing? Why is your nose always in a book?
I'm studying my part. See, I am.
I want your lines perfect by tomorrow afternoon, all right?
Why do I always have to read the Christmas story out of the Bible?
You're always the one because you read so well, Nick. You just need to work on your projection. Just speak up. Smile. I know you'll make me cry, all right? I've got to rehearse. Practice.
What's this, Nick? The Complete Book of Animal Care. Bet you'll have a hard time reading the Christmas story out of that.
Oh, Luke, please don't tell my father.
Don't worry, Nick. I'm sure your father's proud to have a son to read so much.
No, my father's only proud for my smile. Project to the back row.
Nick, your father just wants you to be as good as you can be.
No, my father wants me to be good, and I can't. I'm just not. I don't even like performing. I like animals. Maybe someday be a veterinarian.
Well, that's a wonderful dream. So do it.
Well, what if it disappointed my father?
What about you, Nick?
What about me?
Well, Nick, you see, one of the reasons we call them dreams is because they're way out in the future somewhere. But take me, for example. I don't plan on working on a farm the rest of my life. I want to write songs. The songs that lots of people sing, and even more people hear. I guess I figure that's a dream worth waiting for. Is it yours? Sometimes dreams must wait. Mickey, sometimes dreams must wait. It may take years while you're perfecting a dream that takes longer than you're expecting. Sometimes plans get changed, buddy. Sometimes help comes late, but there always is tomorrow. That's where dreams won't wait.
Yeah, but you're grown up. Us kids
around. Well, day after day, through every delay, I suddenly woke up and found that staying at home and sitting alone will never get anything done. Get out of the chair, get onto the floor, then say to yourself, I will open the door. So I went ahead and did what I said, started to follow my dream. And what do you think? Before I could blink, it wasn't as far as it seemed. Dreams are just around the corner. If you'll take the path that's straight, for that's where dreams
Now, what are my ears saying to me, and what are my eyes seeing? I knew you would improve once you warmed up. Now we will get down to some serious singing. Please, open your folders.
Well, guess I'd better go back to work.
Guess you better. Some things can't wait, right?
Right.
Excuse me, Mr. Wilcox?
Who? That's me. Do you need anything, Emma? Mrs. Richmond. You didn't get dirt on your skirt, did you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I was just wondering if there was some work I could do. I'm game.
You are? If you are, we're about to start building some of the scenery out back.
Luke, time to scrape the chicken coop.
After my chores.
Chicken coop? I'm game.
Really? Well, I guess you better take your gloves off this time.
Always reading, just like your father.
Hi, Grandpa. Really? Dad read? What do you always say?
Oh, he did plenty of that. But in between times he read. He was very smart, just like you. Say, that's a mighty big book you've got there.
Yeah, it's got so many big words. Can you help me with this one?
Oh, sorry, Nikki, I forgot my glasses.
But I see them in your pocket.
The light's too dim in here anyway. Besides, I'm way behind my work.
What's the matter? Can you read to me?
Nicholas,
Can't you read to me?
You and I don't have any secrets, is that right?
Right.
No, Nick, I can't read it. It's never learned out.
But didn't you go to school?
Only for a couple of years. I had to help out on the farm full time when I was 7.
But your letters.
Oh, all your grandmother's doing. She's the only one who knows. I'd like it to stay that way, okay? Just one more secret.
Did you ever want to learn?
What?
Reading, I mean. It's my best subject, besides science. I can teach you. We'll start out with the little words.
Oh, it's too late. It's just too late. electricity. I've got a point to prove. Let's go up the attic. I'll open a window. The light's better up there. Come on, Nicky.
All right. Once again. Now, this time, let's try using the nostrils for the breathing and the mouth for the singing. And
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. The signs of me at Christmas time, spring open glad, as far and wide. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches.
That was wonderful, everyone. You know, I have never seen a group work harder than you have these last 2 weeks.
yeah, and it is only December the 15th. By Christmas Eve, we will all have breathed our windpipes and be singing from our diaphragms. Congratulations, peasants! Congratulations, Victor!
Victor, it's been a very long 24 hours, but, well, thank you for staying and helping.
How could we not when so much help was needed, yeah?
Just keep things simple, all right? Good. All right, now, everybody, let's get into place. We have got to rehearse scene 3, all right? Okay, shepherds, you're over here. Okay. All right. Now, this is where you stand and wait for your entrance. Gentlemen, you're about to meet the heavenly host. At least remove your hats. Thank you. And Eudora, you're up in the loft.
Oh, Henry, you're not going to make me remove my hat, are you?
No, Eudora, you are the heavenly host. Keep your hat. Just try not to fall out of the loft this time. All right, and where is my narrator? Nicholas? Nicholas, has anybody... Excuse me. Buddy. Oh, sorry. Emma? Is that you?
Oh, sorry, Pop. Only got a second. Got size the blacks, then dust the wing. That stays here, Pop. I don't know what it means, but it's always messy.
Unbelievable.
Oh, come on, Pop. You know, everybody's a problem around this place. They're really getting a little vague.
Hey, Emma, we need you back here.
Be there in just a second. Sorry, Pop. Whitewash phones.
Wait a minute. Have you seen Nicholas? Has anybody here seen Nicholas?
Right here. I'm right here. I'm with Grandpa.
Late again. Hurry up and get into place. And where is your grandpa? He said he would be here today.
He said he had some work. Some real work.
Oh. I see. Let's get started. All right, everybody. This is scene 3, as I said. Now, I want you to remember that this scene is very important. And after all, it's God's first announcement of his son's birth. So let's try and pay attention. All right? Cornelia? Ladies and gentlemen, please. Thank you. Now, you were all very good. And I think that Victor and I need to have a short creative meeting on the direction of this scene. So for now, just put this song aside. We may need to look at some new material.
Mr. Richmond, I have some new materials. Songs, that is. Direct from my trunk.
Yeah, no, that's not what I had in mind.
Well, you said you'd listen to them another time. It's been 15 days. That's another time.
Pop, they're really good.
How would you know? You're supposed to be the stage crew.
Well, some of us have been practicing them.
All right. But let's make this quick. All right, we have a lot to do.
We'll make it quick. And nobody's faster than Cornelia. Here's one you're really gonna love. Golly gee, we got a tree, but that ain't never a guarantee that I'll get what I want for Christmas. Who kidded you?
Stocking high, carol sung, but I ain't having a bit of fun till I get what I want for Christmas. Are you kidding too?
Luke, that was terrific. It was light, bouncy, catchy, but well, it's a bit too fast. That's what it is. It's just too fast.
No problem. We've got one that's slower.
Strolling, strolling, strolling in the snow. Drenched and pressed with sable and flat.
You had a parasol.
Playing, swaying, swaying to and fro. Christmas reminds us that you'll always find us out strolling in the snow.
It's beautiful. Marvelous. It's a bit old-fashioned. So I think we'll just.
Boy, do I ever have one that's up to date. When you're feeling all alone, I'll call you on the telephone to wish you a 20th century Christmas.
You know why you're together, why are you content to wish you a 20th century Christmas? Edison, he's the one who got the country all lit up. Mr. Bell, Lady Sam, so electrifying. The bells of the dying. If you ever stand to be upright, I'll also be to wish you a 20th century Christmas.
These are all very good. Well, I'm not sure how to say this, but this moment in the scene calls for something a little more.
Louder, softer, slower, faster, what?
No, something a little more. Keep working, son. Shepherds, Nicholas, what have we with you over here for a while?
I haven't any wealth or riches to my name, though I've been granted health, great strength I cannot claim. I'm just a poor and simple man, uncertain of my worth, till I approached a manger, till I beheld a bird. He came in straw and swaddling, he came in poverty. He did not come in strength or might, but helpless infancy. And now I know he came this way, so I could understand that he will always love me. Exactly as I am, that he will always love
first Christmas when I really knew what it all meant. I wasn't lucky like a lot of you who had parents to tell them about Jesus. I lost my folks when I was pretty young, and I've spent most of my life just working on different farms. And then I moved here, and I met wonderful people, like the Richmonds, and like Pastor Doyle, and this church. Well, I guess I used to feel like the shepherds, that I didn't have anything to bring them, but now I know better.
I would like to hear more of your music. Things are still very new for me here in this country. I have questions. Perhaps we could talk sometime.
Of course, Mr. Schwab.
All right. And the showing of hands for his music?
Does that mean Luke's songs in the show?
Well, I guess we can rehearse one or two, and we'll see.
Well, thanks, Mr. Richmond. We won't let you down. Come on, gang, let's go rehearse.
Victor, what would you like to do next?
I think I'm going to look for some new material.
I see. All right, let's take a break, everybody. Be back here at 3, all right?
I just knew you were going to like Luke's songs, Pop. He's going to be famous someday. His wastage goes fun. Just like you always said you were.
I wasn't wasted. I was just trapped.
What?
Never mind. You better go rehearse. No waiting.
Thanks, Pop. You're really going to be so proud of us.
I'm not going to make it.
Mr. Richmond, someone needs you to look at some frogs outside.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Oh, Henry, have you seen Nicholas? I need to fit him for his costume.
Nicholas, yeah. He was here about 10 minutes ago, which means you probably won't see him again until Tuesday.
Nick, are you back here somewhere?
Oh, I'm up here, Grandma, in the loft.
Well, how am I supposed to fit you for your costume with you being way up there?
Just come up the ladder. I'll help.
Your grandpa's not around anywhere. He would really get so angry with me if he saw me up here on this ladder. I haven't been up here in so long in this hayloft. What some people won't do for their grandkids. What are you doing up here anyway?
Well, sometimes I feel like I'm in everybody's way down there, so I come up here to read.
Well, what have you got here?
I think it's some sort of scrapbook. It's got all kinds of programs and things in it. They're all about us. Here's one about a Christmas program last month.
Where did you get this, Nikki?
Found it in that old box behind some hay.
So that's where he's been keeping that box.
It's got all kinds of old stuff, like that ball and this little coat. I think it's all my dad's. Everything has his name on it.
Nikki, all this is your father's, but the box is your grandpa's.
But why would Grandpa keep all the stuff about Dad?
Because your grandpa is very, very proud of your father, of his music, of his schooling, everything.
But if he's so proud, how come he keeps all this stuff in a box in the barn?
Nikki, your grandpa always hoped that your dad would like the same things he did. It just didn't work out that way. And then when your dad went to college to do the things that he did like, and your grandpa thought it was because he was ashamed of the farm and of him. And then a lot of angry words had been spoken that just haven't been forgotten or forgiven.
But Dad isn't ashamed. He always told me Grandpa was the smartest person you'd ever known. Strongest too.
Yeah. You know, he didn't even finish the 2nd grade.
He told me. He also told me he couldn't read.
He told you that?
Nobody else knows, do they, Grandma?
No. He always just seems to forget his glasses.
But Grandpa read Dad the Bible every night.
Nikki, your grandpa only told your dad the Bible, the same stories that his father told him when he was a boy. You know, it's been a long time since I've heard either one of them talk about the Bible much. It's been a long time since either one of them talked about anything.
I better Grandpa showed Dad these clocks. They have a lot more to talk about.
Yes, they will. Come on, son, let's go up to the house and I'll finish that costume and fix us some lunch. You might have to help me get down to the spot. Oh, my goodness. It's a lot harder getting down than it was getting up. You be careful now.
Oh, Mrs. Richmond, I didn't know you were in here. We were just looking for a place to rehearse. It was getting cold outside.
Well, we'll be out of here real soon.
All right, thanks, Mrs. Richmond.
Come on.
Okay, gang, come gather around the piano. Here's the music for the new song we're singing. Henry, Mr. Richmond, I didn't see you under the loft. Have you been there long?
No, not too long.
All right, well, we were just looking for a place to rehearse. Are we interrupting anything?
No, I'm through here. I'll see you at 3.
All right, thanks, Mr. Richmond. Okay, Cornelia, make those Irish dance.
And the performance tomorrow is going to be even better. This number is just what Act 2 needs.
And the song's in?
Yes, the song's in. Luke's entire trunk is in. You know, Luke, I must admit it, you're very talented. Oh, and Cornelia, you're very fast.
Well, let's do it again.
Oh, no, there isn't time to do it again. We've got to get out to the church. Everybody else is there already. And the dress rehearsal starts at 7 o'clock, and that's in, good grief, 20 minutes. Let's go. Luke, grab that last flat. Would it fit in your wagon?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go, everybody.
Wait a minute, somebody take the last across.
Oh, and be sure and tell Victor we need to be ready to leave, ready to start in 15 minutes, all right?
Okay, we'll see you down there.
Okay. Okay, where's Mom and Dad? We're ready to leave.
Well, I told you about the wedding for
Okay. We'll pick Don't tell me. He's not coming. No, that's not the issue.
Sorry, I thought everyone had left. Got hated, bitch. I'll come back later.
No. Why don't you stay, Dad? This is obviously where you prefer to be. Why is it like this, Dad? You know, why is it always like this? I mean, someone ends up yelling or leaving.
I ain't the one going anywhere.
I've been trying for 3 weeks to have a conversation with you, and you've always got something more important to do.
Everybody's always got something more important to do, don't they, son?
Is that what this is about? What I do with my life?
What you do with your life has never concerned anyone but yourself.
I keep trying to include you in my life, and you refuse.
You refuse to stay in mine.
I didn't fit.
No.
There wasn't room.
No, not true. There was always room. You just wanted something bigger, richer.
I just wanted something of my own.
Dad, please.
Well, now you've got something of your own. Leave me with mine.
You are the stubbornest man I have ever known. And I will leave this time, and if you think I'm ever coming back to this dirty little church water town.
Henry, Chester!
What is it?
I can see the flames and smoke down the road behind the hill.
Luke, what happened? Victor passed the door with lighting the kerosene lamp. Swan fell.
Why are they all crying?
I don't know. Just about everyone was inside. Where are the pails and buckets? Outside. Come on, hurry.
I'm going too.
No, you stay here with Mama Lucille. I'll be back.
So there you are. I could not imagine why you could be so late. It gets so cold here in the barn at night.
Is there any more news?
The doctor's just leaving. He said that Henry won't be doing any needlepoint soon, but that his arms and hands are going to heal fine. He was so lucky. God protected us. No one was killed. And Henry got Pastor Doyle out of the church just in time.
Our church, our precious church.
The people are the church, and we are very good at rebuilding things.
Part of this was my fault.
No.
Yes, my fault. Kerosene lamps and wooden buildings. I've never been very good at change. Henry was right. I am stubborn.
You are both a little stubborn.
I regret what I said here tonight. I regret so much.
Then just tell him. Tell him.
Excuse me, Miss Richard.
Yes, Luke.
Is there any new word on Henry?
The doctor's just leaving, and he's going to have a lot of bandages and everything, but he's going to be just fine.
Well, we brought back everything we could salvage from the fire in my wagon.
Thanks.
It doesn't really look like it's going to be a Christmas show.
Wait a minute. Why can't we have the show right here in the barn like we've been rehearsing?
Christmas in a stable?
Novel idea, isn't it?
It's so new. Come on, we got some work to do.
Wait a minute, it's almost midnight.
Well, we'll be quiet. Bye.
Anyone back here?
Henry, what are you doing out of bed?
I hurt my hands, Mom, not my legs. I heard Luke was going to bring back whatever was left of the scenery and costumes, and I thought I'd take a look.
You know, I'm not sure he's gotten back yet. I'll go check. Would you go with me, Lucy?
How are the hands
thanks. It's cold in this barn tonight.
It sure does. Son, about earlier tonight, what I said,
Dad, I was hoping we could forget everything about earlier tonight. You don't have to say anything.
Oh, you're wrong. I do. I've spent a long time not saying anything. Now, I'm not sure what to say.
There's nothing to say. I mean, the show's gone. Like a lot of my plans. What's wrong with that?
No. You saved the man's life today. I've never been more proud. I've always been proud. I'm sorry, I've done such a poor job of letting you know.
I'm proud too, Dad.
You are.
Looks like I haven't done such a great job of showing it either.
You don't think the women were right, do you? That we're stubborn?
Stubborn? No, you just need to learn to tolerate electricity, and I need to learn to like Wagner.
There's something more, son. I haven't been the father the Lord meant me to be.
Oh.
No, I haven't. My greatest prayer once was for a son. Sometimes we're not very good caretakers of what we've been given. Forgive me.
Dad, I might not even know the Lord if it wasn't for you.
I've been far away from him, son. Almost as far away as I've been from you. It seems like such a long road back.
Doesn't have to be such a long road if we both do some of the walking. See, Christmas is usually a good time to start things.
Yes, it is.
You know, I remember that you used to say you loved Christmas because God chose to be born in such a simple way, poor and common.
I took that as a great assurance that he'd always understand me.
He still does. He came in straw and swaddling. He came in poverty. He did not come in strength or might, but helpless infancy. And Christmas always comes this way, arriving 'neath a star, reminding us he loves us exactly as we are. And I will always love you exactly.
Look, you're gonna need an extra set of hands for a while. I don't think I've seen a tie look quite like this before.
I didn't have time to get dressed properly if Dad hadn't kept me running all over town today. But I thought bicycles and buggies would create so much congestion.
Well, what do you expect on December 24th?
I hope it's not crowded at the restaurant. And where is Mom and Dad? Isn't it here at 7?
Well, they're probably down at the barn. Let's go see.
At the barn?
Merry Christmas, Henry.
Merry Christmas!
We have a Christmas program we'd like to get started.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Your program, Mr. Richmond. I know there wasn't much left after the fire. Actually, there was just us and his farm. But that's what we started with. Well, what you started with. And you always believed there'd be a program. So we did too.
Everybody works hard all day. It's wonderful, yeah? And simple. Always the best way, Henry.
You called me Henry.
Thank you. Thank you for this. I was going to Chicago this Christmas because I had nowhere else to go, just like last Christmas. America is so big, it's very easy to be alone, but Luke and the others, they have made sure I was not alone. They have told me many things about what they believe in, place.
What? Mr. Swanton has agreed to become our choir director. The deacons voted this afternoon. 8-0, majority rules. But who's going to direct our choir back in Syracuse?
Oh, I have already made arrangements for that. A most talented musician is coming, and he will bring his trunk.
And Mr. Richmond, wait till you hear all the songs I have for the 4th of July.
But look, who's going to help out here on the farm?
Well, I'm sure I'll be able to find someone to help out in the field. But in the summertime, I think I'm going to need a specialist to work with the livestock.
Nick?
I hope it's all right, Dad. I really tried performing. It's just that I'm not loud enough, and I like animals more. I'm sorry. I hope you're not disappointed.
I'll never be disappointed, sir. I am very proud of you. I'll always be proud.
I don't think I'll be performing either, Bob. Victor called Preston, and I'm going to be assistant stage manager. On the weekends, of course.
Was there going to be anything left for me and Lucille to do?
Only to come back here every December. As good as we are, we cannot lose this Christmas program alone.
You will come back, won't you?
Oh, we'll be back. There's a lot to come back for.
A season of beginnings. I think we'd better get started.
Where am I supposed to be?
Somewhere you've never been your whole life.
Sitting with us, front row center.
But I don't have a ticket.
I'll get you in. I'm good friends with the director.
just a poor and simple man, uncertain of my worth, till I approached a manger, till I beheld a bird. And now I know he came this way, so I could understand that he will always love me. He will always love me. Exactly as I am. That he will always love me.
And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them and said, "Lord." You read, Grandpa?
No, man. It's okay. I remembered my glasses. I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a